Two great bantamweights here.
Burhans versus Raposo. Here we go.
Burhans
This
comes in at
is
3-3.
a battle of prospects.
Well, a very large bantamweight in Zach Burhans. He's coming into enemy territory as he hails from Homer, New York, upstate New York, to take on one of the top prospects in New England. And we've already seen some suffer their first loss tonight. So he's looking to continue the role of spoiler here.
And we shouldn't pay attention to his record being 3-3. At one point, ladies and gentlemen, I was 3-3, and I fought for ESPN 2 months ago. So at any point, we don't know how tough this person is. I'm a large bantamweight just like this man. I saw the weigh-in photos from yesterday. I wondered how he even made 135 pounds. This guy's so big. He's coming in with a chip on his shoulder. He wants to be the hype train, to stall the hype train that is Mitch Raposo and all the steam that he's got. He's very large. He's got decent skills. We're going to see what he has to bring to the table against a very fast rising prospect in Mitch Raposo.
And he comes from a good camp. That's Team Bob Squad, isn't it? I see that
Bomb
on his
Squad,
t-shirt.
upstate New York.
And Brojo.
Yeah, I've definitely seen
Brojo.
Yeah, I've definitely seen those
It's a
teams
great name
before.
for a gym. Brojo.
Very good camps, very good coaches.
Brojo, Jojo. No?
Powerpuff Girls references there.
Yep.
You got it,
Taking
man. You know, you gotta get him in where you can. You know.
Zach the Birdman Burhans is looking to spread his wings.
Guy
and fly
is
in the
large.
cage type
Shredded.
stage.
This is the biggest bantamweight I've ever seen in my life.
That's a big bantamweight, not gonna lie.
That is a large man.
You know, and this is why I fight at 25, ideally.
and he's been in some wars. That war with John Duma, that war against Andy Aiello, and he's looking to make this one a war, which Mitch Raposo has yet to see because he's been so dominant against all of his opposition. He never lost a round in his amateur career, winning all 6 of them by decision, dominant decisions, was a champion who defended the belt, two wins against David Doral, wins against Nick Amendola, John Lessard, 2 wins against William Graustuck, all seasoned amateur fighters, and he's jumped onto the professional scene with 2 first-round finishes over Rob Fuller and Raymond Yanez, putting his submission skills to good use with an arm triangle finish and a rear naked choke finish. He's looking to continue that momentum tonight by finishing Zach Burhans early.
This kid has been rolling through everybody, and you know what? Yeah, he is facing a bigger man, but you know what? Rob Fuller was bigger than him. Most people are bigger than him. He bulked up to 35 to try and see what challenges awaited him there. He's trying to get into the UFC as quickly as possible. This young man has infinite amounts of potential. His technique in wrestling is wonderful. His double leg timing is great. He uses his striking well. He uses his kicks high and low. Very, very good technique all around. Has really a great time in the cage. He loves what he does, so that makes it very easy for him to move around. Keeps composed, always has great cardio, always comes to fight. So the size is a thing, and of course we've had an underdog win tonight, but I expect Mitch to always put on a good performance.
Yeah, the size is definitely a thing, but you know, I've seen Mitch in the gym. He takes down guys that are even bigger than Zach, and you know, this kid he's in the gym working with killers every day, and look at that smile on his face. He loves fighting. Can't wait. And we got the tail of the tape. 10 years the elder is Zach Burhans.
Got the 5-inch reach advantage for Zach.
4-inch height as well.
And a 4-inch height advantage. So, you know, look for Mitch to actually might have the leverage. He might have the power advantage. Punching upward is always easier and stronger than punching downward. Sure. But at the same time, remember the reach is a problem. So we'll see how Mitch does. See if he uses his striking to get in onto the double and then put him back down to use that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu he's been displaying so well.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the 10th bout of the evening. A professional bantamweight fight scheduled for 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, with the professional record of 3 victories and 3 defeats. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 136 pounds. From Homer, New York, he's representing Brojo. Let's hear it for Zach the Birdman Burhans. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with the professional record of 2 victories and no defeats. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, and he weighed in at 135 pounds. From Fall River, Massachusetts, he's representing Regiment Training Center. Let's hear it for Killer Mitch Raposo. Our referee for this matchup is Gary Foreman.
Boom, big ovation there.
Fall River in the house, guy.
Beautiful.
They're here for the kid.
Raposo fans in attendance tonight.
Mitch, I told you my hair is better than yours, and it is. I told you that.
Burhans in the black and white trunks. Mitch Raposo in the green trunks.
Go.
They touch him up. And look at the size difference right out the gate. Burhans is huge for this weight class.
You can tell he almost looks 2 weight classes up there. I mean, Mitch naturally, when he's an amateur, was a 25er.
He was.
In his pro career, he did move up to bantamweight, being that he wants to go to the UFC, and the 25 division is very barren. Trying to get up there and compete with some bigger guys, but
Mitch very light on his feet.
Mitch looks like he
Always.
filled out a lot. He's put on a lot of muscle and size for this bantamweight division. He's looking
you
like
got
he's
to
trying
find a way
set
to
up.
get in there, yeah.
Yeah, look for Mitch. He likes to change his stances a lot.
Burhan's a decorated wrestler himself.
Likes that lead high head kick. Watch him to throw that off his front hand.
There's a nice
There
cover
it is.
too there.
That's what he needs. That's what he needs. More than one punch. You can't pot shot against a guy that's longer and bigger than him. That is how he'll get it on the hips. That's how he'll get that guy to go up and block the head, and the hips will be open for the double.
Great head movement. Both guys bouncing around. A lot of respect between these two.
Quick hands.
Good work. Good hands coming in. See, the thing with Mitch can do is he can make Burns commit
there's
to
a
him.
nice
There's a
left
nice
hook.
hook over the top. See how he switches his stances? It disrupts Burns' timing.
He's got great angle changes, does Mitch Raposo.
Just touching him in and out.
Nice little kick to the body from Burhans.
Burns kind of stiff coming out the gate.
You can see some damage already done to that right eye of Burhans from that left hook. Landed solid. Lightning
Mitch light on
fast.
his feet, always moving.
Burhans. You said he looked a little stiff. I think it's because he's looking at a shorter guy, trying to measure him up to land those hands.
Looking like he's trying to catch him coming in.
Yeah.
And Mitch is doing the right thing.
Oh, he hurt him with that right hand.
Shot in on the left. A big TKO or knockout finish for Mitch Raposo.
Damn. Big right hand. Big right hand. Big right hand lands. I heard that from here.
Two
Lands on the
submission.
right hand. Whoa. Unreal. Unreal. So quick.
He just screamed toughest test of his career, and he passed it with flying colors, putting those hands to use, scoring a big knockdown and a big
see the
finish
replay.
over a tough opponent.
It was a hard crack for sure.
Definitely
Let's
a
see
hard
the replay.
shot.
There it is.
Oh!
Right hand
And there was
followed up
a
with the left hand.
Yep, there was the hook on
And
the outside.
Burhans was hurt. He went for the shot though. He was with it.
Was he
but
defending? It was a good overhand. Great combination from Mitch Raposo. Either way, he hit it. He set
he
it up
just bounced
perfectly.
in.
Great stuff.
Overhand right, left hand to follow it up, and Burhans was just off the equilibrium there for a minute. That's all it takes sometimes. And here's another look at it in slow-mo. Look at this, bounces in and out. Set it up.
Setting him up the whole time, finding ways
Definitely,
in.
definitely locked him up right here.
Look at this,
Great,
he goes
great
off to the
setup.
side. Look at the footwork, so light on his feet. And there's the big right hand.
Good right
Caught
hand
him
lands.
with the forearm across the
It's like a
chin.
forearm, yeah, you're right. Follows it up with the left hook. Beautiful, beautiful TKO win.
Burhans went in and shot on the ref afterwards. It looked like he was really reacting off of that. Might have been quick, but it's a big-time
Some booze
TKO
here.
finish, and Mitch Raposo's got hands. We knew that, but he was put him on full display here because you heard the impact of that shot. Great showcase.
Damn. And Mitch just came up to us. He said, toughest test of my career. Well, it was the toughest test of his career. He passed him with flying colors.
Did great.
What's going on? Let's keep the fighting in the cage.
Ladies and
guys.
gentlemen, let's hear it
finish
for
the time
these
here.
two warriors. Referee Gary Foreman has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 50 seconds of round number 1, giving you your winner by TKO, Raposo.
Killing Mitch Raposo, climbs to 3-0 against the very tough Zach Burhans. Big right hand there, followed up with the left hook. Beautiful
Good stoppage.
finish.
Win for Mitch Raposo. Impressive as always. His lateral movement, his footwork, very light on his feet. And great setups for his high and lows were great. Did not display any wrestling at all. Came in here to strike, and that's what he did. He finished the fight. Good for him, man. Great job. On a roll again. Let's see what the next challenge for Mitch Raposo will be.
Unbelievable performance. Showing how complete he is as a mixed martial artist.
Hey, you just take the mic. Listen, man, obviously that was a quick hit. What do you feel about that?
Let's run it back. The fight's going to go exactly the same way. I appreciate Zach. He brought out the best of me. I know he was going to be the toughest test of my career, and that's why, I came out and I had a chip on my shoulder, man, and I want to go out here and prove that I can knock people out. But hey, I'm here back in January, baby. Let's run it back.
Hey, listen, Mitch, a lot of talk. This was the toughest test. You made quick work. Obviously, it seemed like a little iffy on that stoppage, but you seem you have no problem doing it again.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, if the ref didn't step in and he was coming, I'm going to be on top of him. In my opinion, it would have been over sooner or later. So, the other day, this is the toughest test of my career. I'm so happy how my training camp went. And, man, my supporters, my family, man, I love you guys so much. I couldn't do this without my family and my friends, my beautiful girlfriend, Kyle, over there. I couldn't do this without them. And I'm going to take this stuff to the top, man. I'm going to stay humble, stay working, and the 508 kid's going straight to the UFC.
All right, well, there you have it. Killer Mitch Raposo.